Has someone already asked you about Christmas?
I've already got orders for door wreaths, and we have 4 spaces left on our Christmas wreath workshops, and that's it.
How do you prepare for Christmas, and how do our local businesses help you with that?
We often even say people's names when we're buying, because we're like, it's what we do. We get to know people and we know what they look and feel great in. And then so when we see something that's going to, fit the bill, we get excited.
We tend to find people are more adventurous around Christmas. They might be doing a lot more entertaining, having friends over for dinner.
Everyone is booking their appointments or trying to plan an appointment and trying to get everything in. And this is the time where people's Christmas parties get booked. And so they're like, I need a blow dry and I want it put up.
We're going to be book elves. People that don't always have time to get to the shop, people could just send me a list of books. We'll source all of the books for them.
We all have an idea of what we want for Christmas, what we want to wear, what we want to drink, what we want to eat. And this time round, I'm going to be looking at how our local businesses help us get everything for Christmas sorted.
Do you have people that come back year after year? Is having their things from you like part of their Christmas?
Yes, I have a few people who absolutely can't feel like it's Christmas unless they've made a wreath with me, which is so nice. I love it.
Helen from Bits and Buds talks about how she helps her regular customers get in the Christmas mood.
I get repeat orders from people for door wreaths because they tend to be, they're just a little bit different to other places. They're a little bit more individual. I'll put little twists in them. I'll quirk them a little bit. They're not just all the same. It's not just the same wreath over and over again. They always change a little bit. So I think people quite like that as my regular customers. And I think my favourite return customer, who has been coming back for 4 years now, actually live in Cornwall. And they visit family just before Christmas, so they place their order for 2 massive wreaths to go on their gorgeous big gates of the house, and they come and pick them up and say hello, and then off they go for their Christmas in Cornwall, which is amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
And when our local businesses are trying to help you out at Christmas, it's not just for other locals, it's also for local business owners, as Alice from Book explains.
So we're going to set up something called, we're going to be book elves. I'm going to be an elf. I'm not going to dress like one, I don't think. But for local businesses in the area, I had a bit of some feedback maybe from people that don't always have time to get to the shop, possibly, because they run a local business themselves. So people could just send me a list of books. They don't need to look them up or find ISBNs. They can just send me a list of book, or they can WhatsApp it or send it over email. We'll source all of the books for them, and then we will deliver them to the local business in town in one lovely package. So just trying to help.
And it's not just for local businesses. If you're looking to gift the perfect book this Christmas, then Book can help you out.
Are the book elves also open for recommendations?
Yes, absolutely. I love giving recommendations. In fact, I'm a bit too into giving recommendations. I had a lady come in yesterday looking for some books, and then I turned around and the poor thing had been loaded up with about 20. Oh, you must see this one, you must see this. I get very excited about books. It's a wonderful place to work. I love books. I'm just looking up some now that I'd love to talk to you about as well. But there's some wonderful ones coming out. So recommendations, love to do. Gift ideas for anyone, for different people, different interests, different ages. Just come and ask me or my colleague Calvin, and we would love to help.
Awesome.
I think books are the best gift to give. And one thing I always suggest to customers when they're not sure what to buy is buy the book that you really love, that you're really passionate about, and share that with somebody. I think that's a really beautiful, wonderful thing to do with stories and books.
Absolutely. What do people usually come to you for, and how do you see that kind of change for Christmas?
Christmas is gifts, and that is where I'm thinking about staffing this year if it's going to be that much busier, because we're primarily a shop, but we are a bar, and a bar gets rammed.
Jonathan from the Bottlehouse catches us up on what it's like to run a business that is both helping people celebrate at Christmas and helping them buy gifts.
And so on a Saturday, people pop in and get gifts. Now that happens all year round, but we have special gift boxes, nice presentation boxes. It's a piece of work to do that for like 3 cans or 6 cans. If you're then also trying to serve a full bar and you've got last Christmas Eve, there'd be 3 or 4 groups of people buying gifts whilst you're trying to serve people in a busy bar. It's intense. But that's the biggest change. It's gift boxes. We get through literally hundreds of them every day. You know, people will come and go gift boxes. We get very good at making them.
I can imagine. Do you find people come in for special things for that as well?
Yeah, they do. I mean, that then swerves towards wines and spirits a bit more. So, and particularly the wine. So, in back end of November, we do a wine tasting every 2 months. At the back end of November, it's very much the guy who does the wine event talks about your Christmas dinner, and maybe you'd have this on Christmas Eve, and so it's kind of leaning into that, what you might have at home as stock. I think certainly the higher percentage pale ale drinkers and the stout drinkers also kind of store up their stuff because it keeps for longer, so they store up their stuff for Christmas as well. But I would say, yeah, that's where the wines get more of a focus.
And if it's a new favourite tipple that you're on the lookout for, then Luke at Three Counties Spirits has some great suggestions for the festive season.
Fundamentally, and I've always done this kind of with food, is treat your favourite recipe as a guideline. And the beautiful thing with spirits is that you can take whatever you want to drink at Christmas, swap out your spirit. So if it's vodka based, gin based, whiskey based, just put in the rum and try it. I do a spiced white fenny, so it's like a white Russian, but it's obviously not Russian. So my spiced rum, my dialed coffee liqueur, and then cream. And it's just like the best cream liqueur you could ever have, made in the moment. It's absolute heaven. Espresso martinis always go down well. I do a pre-mixed bottled cold brew martini. So I make a super concentrated cold brew coffee, blend it with my liqueur, my white rum, some sugar, a little touch of vanilla, shake it up, absolutely delicious. But yeah, those are kind of my kind of go-tos at Christmas, I'd say. And
with the ready-made cocktails that you do, are they literally ready-made? You just serve them on ice?
Yep, pop them with some ice, so you get five cocktails in each bottle, and you just literally, you can shake it, you can stir it with ice, pour it in a beautiful glass if you really want to. If I have them at home, I tend to put them in a tumbler with some ice, stir it with my finger for about 10 seconds, and that's it. But yeah, generally 20 seconds with some ice, job done. Perfect. Easy peasy.
One of the things I was struck by while recording this is just how much our local businesses want to help out at Christmas. If you have a gift idea in mind and you pop into one of our shops or contact a local business to discuss what they might recommend, they are always so happy to help. And this is something that Nick and his team at the House of Coffee definitely lean into. If I had a friend who liked coffee, but I don't know much about coffee myself, if I came into the shop, would you be able to recommend something?
Yes. That's precisely one of the sort of add-ons that we like to think we do here. So we've got a small but a dedicated team of happy and enthusiastic coffee hounds. And they're going to be pleased to offer any assistance. So we're looking at asking what types of machines people use, whether they like mellow or strong or medium strength coffees. And then we can hone in more and more and tailor the gifts or the product that they want to them and what their expectations are.
You said you have lots of people that come in like regularly. Do people come to you at Christmas and say, right, okay, well, my regular blend is XYZ, but I'm looking for something particular?
That's it. Yeah, exactly that. So we got a lot of customers. Obviously, they want to make sure they've got their own fulfillment needs satisfied for over Christmas. But also we'll be looking at gifts, and many people will be buying out now hampers, selection hamper packs, and sending them out to friends and relatives, knowing the product from a prior year. So we can do that with loose leaf tea. Same
I was
thing
about
there.
to say, I am literally looking at loads of tea. So House of Coffee, but you also do tea.
It's a bit of a tea hub. We should be a house of tea as well. We do lots of different teas and infusions.
I think traditionally people want to take their foot off the gas coming into Christmas, and they go a bit mad, or they feel guilty to go a bit mad at Christmas, and then kind of put pause on all of their health and fitness goals and wait until January.
And then there'll always be local businesses that help us prepare for Christmas without mentioning Christmas at all, as Charlotte from Hunt Fitness explains.
We focus on sustainable change. So what we want is that people want to make better lifestyle choices, build better habits that are going to serve them, and really try to avoid having that guilt around Christmas, because we want people to enjoy themselves and have a good time in their life. So We want people to come to the gym for mental and physical benefits, but do that year round. So I think for us, it's about keeping people consistent, particularly throughout the Christmas period.
This is echoed by Georgie at The Body Rule, who points out that often doing the things that we do every day can help us in the run-up to Christmas as a bit of time out from everything else we're trying to get ready for.
I think, to be honest with you, it's their safe space. So I think a lot of the time this is a sacred time of 50 minutes or, an hour where people can get away from the hecticness and the busyness of Christmas and the responsibility surrounding Christmas for a lot of people. It's an hour where they can come and just concentrate on themselves, their breath work, their body, their movement, and use it as a time to relax.
Christmas is often a time when we're trying to put our best foot forward, so whether it's trying out a new recipe or preparing to entertain, there's local businesses that are here to help us out too, as Henny from The Refill explains.
We tend to find people are more adventurous around Christmas. They might be doing a lot more entertaining, having friends over for dinner, and especially if they want to try new recipes, they're maybe trying a few more of those spices that they might not have done before, a few lentils. And we also do like such a great range of snacks. So if they're doing like games nights, things like those go up. So that's quite exciting. I would say baking goes up as well. People are doing a lot more baking of kind of cakes. It's definitely times where we have our loyal customers maybe being more adventurous. And we do get a few new customers coming in as well who are kind of wanting to be able to try stuff without committing to big bulk buys of things.
And Christmas is also a time when businesses are trying out fun new stuff just for us.
Bird & Pals is going to have a cracker stall at the festival, at the Light Switch On festival. It's kind of like a Lucky Dip, but even cooler. It's going to be the Bird & Pals Christmas cracker shop, and I'm probably going to go crackers in the process of developing it. Also got loads of stocking fillers, new gift wrap designs, and yeah, I think I mentioned maybe to you before, but going to be doing some Christmas wrapping at the Bird & Pals pop-up opposite the bookshop, so you can come and get your gifts wrapped in lovely Bird & Pals wrapping paper when you purchase a book. So I'm really excited to be doing that. I will be here, there and everywhere though, and it won't be a stunt double, it will just be me on the market at Bird & Pals and in the bookshop, but I'm really looking forward to it. If you work in retail, you have to love Christmas basically. It's a very exciting time of year. But yeah, it's going to be manic.
Yeah.
But manic in a really good way.
Yeah.
Every year's different, but a lot of the time you find that everyone is booking their appointments or trying to plan an appointment and trying to get everything in.
We all want to be looking our best at Christmas, so how does that look locally? Ella from Constantine's Salon talked to me about how people prepare when it comes to having a new hairdo at Christmas.
And this is the time where people's Christmas parties get booked. And so they're like, I need a blow dry and you want it put up. So it's very really depends on what everyone's situations is, like what they're doing on Christmas Day, what's leading up to it.
Yeah.
To sort of get ready.
So do people mainly do they want to have maybe like a new style for Christmas, or they just want things to look like as good as possible?
I find that especially around this autumn sort of weather, especially going into Christmas, a lot of people go darker. And do have a colour change or a cut change or decide they want to do something different.
What sort of treatments do people have for getting ready for a party? Is it more like blow dries or?
Yeah, we have a lot of wash and blow dries come in, especially Christmas Eve. I feel like that's a popular one for a wash and a blow dry. Some people want their hair up for a Christmas party. Some businesses do them massive, big events where everyone gets together. So they want their hair up because they're wearing a nice dress.
And when it comes to looking good, we're also on the lookout for the perfect Christmas outfit, as Joe from Kings Road explains.
That starts quite early, actually. I think in seriousness from sort of end of October, November onwards, then definitely people they have that in their mind. They've either got works Christmas parties or do's. And also we have a tradition of what are you wearing for Christmas Day? So that's always a big thing, because if you're hosting, it is important that you feel really good on that day. So often people will choose something specific for that Christmas period, even when they're just at home.
When it comes to Christmas, and we talked about buying quite early, are you sometimes buying with your core or loyal customers in mind? Do you see things and think, oh, they definitely wear that at Christmas?
Absolutely, yeah, 100%. We often even say people's names when we're buying, because we're like, it's what we do. You know, we get to know people and we know what they look and feel great in. And then so when we see something that's going to, you know, fit the bill, we get excited. So we definitely have, you know, that opportunity to choose things with people in mind.
As well as people coming in for themselves, for their own outfits, do you often see people coming in looking for gifts for other people as well? Is that something that you focus on for Christmas?
Yeah, absolutely. We brought in a little bit of gift and lifestyle when we started reopening in 2021, and that's been a really great addition to the business. So we try to keep things which are in alignment with who we are as a business. So they were maybe sort of sustainable products like beauty type things, nail polishes. We've got some lovely vegan nail polishes, like perfume roll-ons, things like that. We do obviously accessory gifting, and we focus more heavily on that during this period because a lot of people will come in looking for like jewelry, scarves, gloves, things like that. And then sometimes we'll just have like something that caught our eye, and that will change every season, every Christmas season. So we had some beautiful hand-painted baubles, we had some gorgeous chocolate. You know, there's always going to be a surprise. What is it going to be this year? And that's the bit we look forward to when we're doing our sourcing.
And if you're looking for something that's a little bit non-traditional as well, don't worry, Leighton Buzzard businesses have got you.
And I understand that there are some things for Christmas in Haberdashery that you have to specially ask for.
Yeah, so we've got some of the Buddy Fernandez cards, which actually can't go out on the shelves. So we do have some of the...
So it's like your not safe for work section.
Yes, it's basically the yellow box of filth that we actually have in the cupboard. Beautifully designed and made by Wes and Lee. But yeah, no, it's got, if a Christmas swear is kind of more your thing, then we actually have the cards to actually cover that area as well. We have this lovely customer who comes in year on year, and she must be in her 70s, I think, and she just wants the rude card, and I love it. I love it that this lovely customer is sending all of her family these really rude, sweary, slightly offensive cards. It's great.
Excellent. And another Leighton Buzzard secret.
Yeah, best kept secret.
So I suppose in terms of your customers, so people that come into the shop, like how do you sort of see them preparing for Christmas when they come in? Are there certain things you think they always come to you for at Christmas?
They tend to come from what they say to us. We come to you for something different. So we've got a lot of customers that have already been coming in, sort of like saying to us, I'm starting to get a list in my head for what I want for Christmas. And yeah, I think there's specific people they have in mind when they shop with us.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think they're also putting things on the list for themselves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I do that in your shop.
Which is brilliant, which we love as well. It's really nice.
Are there things in the shop that you sort of didn't think would be popular at Christmas and like are?
It always makes us laugh that we had sort of like for my wife at Christmas cards and for my husband at Christmas cards, and it's always we sell out of for my husband at Christmas cards like weeks and weeks before Christmas, and then my wife at Christmas cards always gets sold out on Christmas Eve. It's really interesting that you can actually see. So the things that we've bought sort of like that are specific like that, we're like, oh, never again, and then actually last minute they then fly, which is quite amusing.
Yet again, while recording this, I was really struck by how much care and attention our local businesses put into making Christmas special just for us. They really are there to help us along the way, so if there's anything that you're looking for this Christmas, be sure to contact a local business and see how they can help you out. Thank you for listening to this episode. I've got more episodes coming up in this season before Christmas. I'll be talking about having a greener Christmas locally, about food and drink locally, as well as looking into 2025. So make sure you subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast so you get the next episode straight away.